Well, hello. Welcome. My name is Alckemy, and you are stepping into my laboratory. For far too long have I suffered from the ailment of stuffy nose, but now I have returned with a newfound fervor that has given me the motivation to conquer my enemies, which is beat block. It happens. Sometimes. One of those things. What's up, everybody? Funny silliness aside, hi, I'm alive. I'm feeling a little better. I still have some sniffles, still coughing up some stuff, but it's not nearly as bad as it was on Saturday. I think Saturday was the worst of it. Sunday, I was like, oh, okay, I'm getting better. And then today, I actually went to the gym, did some flips, taught a lesson, and I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Man, I cannot tell you all, your time and your health is your greatest wealth. And that is my lesson for today. Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow. No, your time and your health is your greatest wealth. And for me, you know, of course I'd love to make money and stuff, but all the money in the world can't buy back the time that I have with, you know, either doing stuff like this, with cultivation of practicing beats, or with, you know, getting better at doing flips and enjoying what you love. So I figure I love making beats and I love doing flips. So I want to spend as much time as possible doing all the above, and that's what we're gonna do today. So I don't really know what today's gonna look like. I don't really have a plan. I do really want to talk about something that is incredibly important, which is called intention, and supplement that with audiation. I've got a video coming out about that. If you're not an Arcana member, I've got an abridged version coming out with that sometime later down the line. Excuse me. But yeah, man, it's a skill that I feel like I am personally severely lacking. And it comes and goes, but I need to practice that matter of intent and XYZ in order to, how do you say, I don't know, just figure out how to get these beats done, you know? Have you all ever, like, opened the DAW and then, like, you know, are just gonna, like, finagle until you find something that sounds cool, and then 9 times out of 10 it just kind of sucks ass? Well, that's probably because you don't have a matter of intention, and there is something to be said with exploring, but I do think that there's a time to explore, and then there's also a time to, like, hunker down and really try to almost plan a project. I think that, like, you really got to get to a certain prowess of skills in order for you to execute it directly, but the technical skill is easy because it's just remembering stuff, you know? So if you know a formula, you've memorized a formula that's a fat way to get drums, then you always know how to make fat drums. If you know, remember a formula to, you know, get dope bass and dope neuro bass, then you can always kind of like recall that and then make a variation of it. So the technical stuff is easy. But when it comes into like musical expression, and when it comes into like actually making good songs, I think that is something that I honestly am not very good at. I think that I've made some cool stuff in the past, and perhaps it was luck, perhaps it was just, you know, spur of the moment or the feeling of being inspired. But, you know, I do think that the more intention that you can have behind something to where you're like, man, this is it. I know that this is what it's supposed to be. And then having a good sense of musical direction and always having stuff to draw from can be extremely helpful, because even all the creative things that I've talked about with, you know, in theory, we should never be stuck. We should never be stuck. And I guess the only time that we get stuck is like when we become unmotivated and all that. But just because you get unstuck and you finish a track doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to make something good. And, yeah, it's hard. It could take a lifetime, and some people got it, man. Some people have it. I know a couple of people that like barely started making tunes 2-3 years ago, and they're just like insane. And in some cases I'm definitely envious, but in another case I'm also like, wow, like there must be something that is in within that they're not overthinking, right? And not, you know, not trying to push too much about it. So I have this idea that I've been kind of meandering around a lot, and it's not for a song, but it's more so of an approach about like, what do I want out of music? And that's something I think that you all should ask yourselves too, you know, like what kind of music do you want to make, and like what kind of stories do you want to tell? And I think that that's the first step to obviously like figuring out what you want out of this whole endeavor. This isn't really meant to be educational. I'm really just trying to like relay my thoughts with where I'm at with music, but I really just want to make dope beats, and I really want to have that sense of swing. I want to incorporate the sound design that I do. It doesn't need to be the most compelling, but I want to make stuff that like feels good to trick to. That's where I'm at. Obviously, as you can tell, if you've been a part of my channel, I've got a ton of different genres. I just put out like 2.5 hours of work in progress / old music from the past that like nobody's ever heard, just to immortalize it and to be like, hey, at least I'm letting go of it. But when it comes into like satisfying that personal journey, I really just want to make those beats that are like, all right, this is really freaking cool. So there isn't a matter of efficiency with this, right? Of what is the most simple and straightforward way to get there. But it all kind of stems back to, you know, how do we make a good song? What makes a good song? And, you know, what are these aesthetics that we're doing that we make that kind of help contribute to that? If I'm taking inspiration from the people that I've been taking inspiration from the past couple years, what I admire about their stuff is just, for one, how big their drums are and how groovy their stuff is. But also, excuse me, there's a sense of scope to their projects or to their tracks, you know. And to me, I think that it's easy for me to hyper focus on that because I overlook how good their songwriting actually is. And that's why people like Zayn and people like Cage and Chi and stuff are actually as good as they are, because not only is their sound design impeccable, but they also know how to write good songs. So I think that what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to go back to the beginning. I need to write a hook that is going to be something that we all want to listen to over and over again. I need to make my drum groove infectious to where somebody's going to look at it and be like, God damn, bro, that's the shit. I also want to get better at my basses, being a better call and response and playing in a means that is alive within the world. And once we can get past this and cultivate that, and I say we because I know that a lot of people are in the same boat as me, then I think that everything else can kind of, you know what I mean, fit into place. If you have a good melody, maybe you make something that's melodically driven. That's the theme of the song, right? The melody is or the chords or what the hell ever. But how many tunes have you heard that don't really, you know, have so much of a melody? Like, I think Audica is a great example of that. It's just some kind of crazy ass hook or something, and why does that work but the stuff that I'm doing doesn't work? The main answer, which is obvious, is I'm not Audica, but there's still certain things that I think that we can pull from, and something that I don't really do anymore that I wish I could, but I don't have the luxury because I'm streaming, is to just pull up a reference track in my DAW and be like, this is what I'm listening to, I want to make something like this, and I can study this. Since you all are not streaming, you do have that luxury, and sometimes placing that tune in there and, you know, not necessarily like dissecting it to the point that you're trying to copy it exactly, but like taking notes about the things that you admire and then just being able to reference it very quickly, or even a few songs or something, you know, I think can be super helpful. But yeah, man, I'm tired of writing trash music. I'm also tired of you know, just writing things that seem uninspired. And maybe that's just a reflection of what's going on in my life, of like, I'm very inspired to make music, but the inspiration that's coming out is very mechanical. So you know, I want to see if I can tap back into that and see if I can get back into, you know, getting in touch with myself and expressing the things that I want to, both in a means of hearing something musically and then expressing it physically with, you know, the backflips and kicks and twists and stuff that I like to do. So whether or not I'm going to accomplish that, high chance of failure, but we are going to learn something today, or, you know, work towards that goal. So at least we have some sense of direction. But yeah, man, one of my worst fears with music is being one of those YouTube producers that like does a lot of content and hypothetical shit but can't actually make good tunes. So let's avoid that. And so what I'm going to do is I am going to do some sound design today, I think, and I think that's a good warm-up because I don't really feel like doing anything else. But let's go ahead and start with creating a super patch. Super patch al rescate. Have y'all seen Cow and Chicken? It's the cow. She's like suddenly starts speaking Spanish. It's pretty silly. So we're gonna make a wavetable kind of like so, and then I don't know what happened, but it's cool. So we'll just morph in between all that, and then now we've got something kind of like this. I actually like that this starts off as a sine wave and then gets kind of Yeah. All right. So now let's go ahead and wavetable. Yay. Let's go envelope. 2, 3. We are going to apply some of this. That's that Super Mario World theme right there. Dun 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 dun. You guys know what I'm talking about? No? Alright, I don't know who's lurking in there. I hope you guys are well. I'm going to try to keep the energy today. There's usually a third thing that... Right. White. Okay. Yeah, this. And then this. Have I been unwell? Yeah, I was... It's weird because I was sick, but I wasn't like feeling sick. I just had like extreme congestion and it made my voice deep, which Corey loves. I wish that I could always keep that voice, but unless if I train myself to speak like Snake, it's not gonna happen. But yeah, I was sick the past few days. Technically sick. Alright, we're gonna create a new group. Create a new group with the group. See, why can't I make music like that? That's the dream, baby. So we're gonna set this to 0, and we are going to modify the attack, and we're gonna duplicate this and modify the decay. DK. Donkey Kong. Dope. And now we're gonna pretty much do the same thing for all of these. DK. Donkey Kong is here. The leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. He's bigger and faster and stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew. DK. Donkey Kong. DK. Donkey Kong is here. Nobody? Alright, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Kind of. Kind of, sort of, not really. You know, I don't really understand how to control this. Sometimes the modulator moves itself over to the left for the new one. Sometimes it moves itself over to the right. In this case, it moved the new one to the left. Can anybody explain what the hell is going on? I'm just kidding. Sorry. Fucking wild child. Alright, we need to add more. Dope. Okay. So this pretty much dictates all of the movement within this. And this, my friends, is the key to the Philosopher's Stone of audio. I guess I probably shouldn't call it envelopes because they're there, but whatever, it doesn't make a difference. So the significance behind this is that anytime I hit a new key, we're always going to get something different. Excuse me. Which is great, because we'll do a new group here, and we'll do, we'll call this effects, because now from here we can kind of set most things up. So what I'm going to do now actually is I'm going to set up the Reese, which is probably the most important. So I'm going to set this up here. I'm going to do this here. Grab this there. And when we do this, we'll turn the detuning up to like 76. Up. I might need to set that down. We'll see. I run into this problem all the time, but that's good practice. So the whole point of this is to modulate. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to bring this up here and bring this to as high as we want to go. And now we're going to set this down. And we're going to bring this we'll bring this up to 70 something. Yeah, and then we'll set this here on this one, and now I think, did I do this wrong? I did it wrong. Okay, let's try this again. This goes up. That goes up. So what this means is... Alright, so when that activates, that needs to go up. Cool. And this is at 0. This is at 0. So when this comes up, that needs to come up. Glad I'm feeling better. Yeah, dude, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And also, we need to close this. And also, we need to bring this back up to 100%. Almost there. Yeah. Okay, I know how to do this. Alright, so what we're going to do is, when this is up, we're going to close this. Spink. And then we're going to detune this. See, again, this is why I like solving these problems, because now we're creating this complex matter of odd stuff. But now it's kind of quiet, so why? That's why. Okay, because we pulled the sustain down. Okay, there we go. So now we can call this Donk verse Reese. And now, my friends, we are off to the races with doing anything that we want to do to make this sound cool. So let's go ahead and do that. Can I rename this? I can't. Shit. That's fine. So I'm going to grab the second random right here. And this is going to variate this guy. But on this one, we are going to pull this off and close it. So now... Dope. 1.68, 199. You got a job. You got $200. Sick. Okay. So now that we have that, we can go ahead and move forward with how do I want to do this? Yeah, let's do some of this. Okay. Yes, yes. Very good. Very good. Very good. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm going to back off of this just a bit. And we're going to create some movement with some filters here. So, when we turn this on, this goes up. And we do another one. We do the opposite. Let's do another one. Do the opposite. Maybe not as much. Must be the meds make me goofy. Boy, what you talking about? You think I take meds? Shit. I don't. I don't. I just, you know. Have I thought about learning properly to play an instrument I find obsolete? That's the second instrument I've learned, or third instrument I've learned to play. I also play drums. I also compose piano. It's been a while since I've done that, but Marie Meadows. I would not call myself a musician. La 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 la. Na, 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 na. True story. I did play that, but not all at once. I did two separate takes. So I did one on the left hand, one on the right hand, and there's that. But I will put that tune out along with, like, I just put out like 2.5 hours of unfinished music, but I'll probably do another mix of everything like piano / orchestra that I've done. Yeah. No, my thing is I can't keep time. So like I can come up with like cool little riffs and stuff, but I am just fucking ass at keeping time. What is this? Olay, motherfuckers. No, I'm joking. Practice to a click. Nah, I just suck. That's what it is I just suck. I'm white. I have no rhythm. Do I play electric? No, I like to like finger pick. That's my thing. No, the point of that wasn't to flex, but I don't find it obsolete. To answer your question, no, I don't necessarily find it obsolete, but I do think that depending on what kind of music you want to make. Hey, Michael. Yo, what up, Michael? I feel like I haven't seen you forever. I do think that like developing a sense of rhythm is incredibly important. If anything, I think that the best instrument that I've actually learned to play was actually finger drumming. So like I have some stuff on the MPC where I would like make the loops myself, and actually, you know, I could just do it with a kit or something. Drum machine. Let's find a preset. Where are my presets? Drum machine. Come on, bro. Drum and bass kit. I'm sure that's exactly what that sounds like. Kicks, kit, processed, clean. I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter. But I don't hear anything. Yeah. Haven't been around because of college. How dare you? Wait. Okay, I'm gonna need some practice because it's been a while. But finger drumming is really fun. Yeah. It's also kind of hard because if you look, my body is facing over here and it's not right in front of me. But that was actually the reason why I picked up an MPC, was because I wanted to learn to finger drum. Unfortunately, it didn't really get me towards like the beats that I wanted to make, but it did teach me a lot about syncopation and stuff like that. So. Inaccuracy. Anyways, yeah. Timing is fine. By the way, I can also quantize audio. Yeah, but there's a difference between playing something that's entirely acoustic versus something that's digital that, like, you know what I'm saying, that you could just quantize. It's okay. It's not bad, but, you know, it definitely needs some love. But I don't know. I think that, like, because sampling exists, like, do you need to do it? No. But, you know, what would you do with it? Setting up pads properly for finger drumming. Yeah, the sensitivity is definitely a thing. But I actually had, well shit, I guess I don't anymore, but I had some videos on TikTok of like how to learn finger drumming, but really it's just the best way that I would describe things is to just keep tempo. Keep tempo with your hi-hat. For syncopation, you're using two fingers, right? Drummers also have the kick at their heel, so a third item possible at the same time. Choking also helps reinforce it too. Yeah, what? For syncopation, sometimes. So I don't choke stuff. If this kit has like stuff outside of drums, then I have certain things choked. So like if there's a loop on here, then like a bass loop and a melody loop, I will not I won't choke those to the kick and snare, but I will choke them against another bass loop or another melody loop. Does that make sense? Or if I have a hi-hat that's open and closed, I'll choke those together, but not everything to one, because that makes the kit obsolete. But that's like a performance kit as opposed to a drum kit. But I guess you could if you wanted to, you know. And I think that what you can do is just highlight all of these and go like choke group 1. So you can go all, I think it's all, so choke 2 and then choke by, so. fuck, sorry. Yeah. Anyways, people quantize guitar stuff all the time. Well, I mean, and I have too. Like, I've used guitar in some of my tunes, but what I'm saying is, like, it's not exactly the same. Because it's not quite the same because reasons. Because stuff. Because you're recording audio, right? So that doesn't make me a better player. That just means that I know how to fix it. Yeah, it does. I was mentioning how sometimes folks will play 7 percussion items on the same beat or some nonsense like that to those traditionally can't do that. I mean, rules to break, but yeah. Well, I mean, first of all, like, there are no rules, right? There's no, like, I mean, yeah, I guess you can quote unquote break the rules, but to me, it's not even about that. It's really just about, like, finding a means of creative expression that makes sense to you. But sorry, I'm going to try to keep this around this region. And then kind of keep this around this region. You see how we're, like, creating more monster sounds now? So now what we can do is we can send all this into a bus. But yeah, I guess what I'm saying is, like, there never were any rules. You can kind of just do whatever you want, but it's about setting up how you want to express whatever it is that you're trying to do. I get what you mean. This is an electronic genre anyhow, an experimental 1/2 the time at that. Well, for this music, yeah, for sure. But I mean, in general, you know, I don't really see a lot of people doing stuff like that, except for, I think EPROM is doing some really cool stuff, but I don't think that it's anything like what you're describing. And a lot of times, like, he's, you know, messing around with some strange shit. But it all, like, they can all exist together. That's not what I'm getting at by any means. Like, they can all definitely exist together. It's just a matter of, all right, well, you know, how can we make this work? Like, for example, you all have seen me make Neurobass inside of an iPad, right? But, you know, I haven't really found a way that I'm going to necessarily use that in the means of production, or I'm going to, like, play it as an instrument. That's really difficult to do. What's his face? Strange shit be good shit. What's his face probably is the best iteration of that. And I don't know. I think that his Neurobasses are kind of peculiar. That's no disrespect, but they're kind of, like, specific. But it is kind of technically what it is. I'm talking about Underbelly. So Underbelly has this thing of, like, how to make and perform a Neurobass. I got mixed feelings on it, but I don't necessarily feel like they're negative feelings. It's just kind of like, well, all right, you know, I don't know. It's, and who am I to say, you know, like, I don't own this sound. I didn't make this shit up. I did not invent this. I'm just somebody that fucking obsesses over it because I've got nothing better to do with my life. And I can't throw backflips at all, like, 24 hours a day. So, firing artillery now, are we? I have a lot of respect for Underbelly. I don't like the way that he presents stuff. That's a excuse me, that's a personal thing. But that doesn't mean that that's not saying that he doesn't know what he's talking about or that he doesn't make good music. Because I think that Underbelly is, as much as I don't like the way that, like, I don't like his persona that he created, right? His character. Because I just don't vibe with it. But you can't argue that he doesn't make good music. You know what I'm saying? Like Asterism and then all of the remixes and stuff, like, that was a really good tune. Yeah, that was a good tune. Like, you can't, it was a good tune. I was joking. You can respect the work but not vibe with it. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Oh, I love Seven Lions. Love Seven Lions. Seven Lions was what I was thinking about when I first got into music production, which was back in 2013. So, like, when, what's that one song? Something below, under my skin. Like, that song changed my life. Because it was so, like, Feeling Below Under My Skin, I think. That song was so fucking cool back in the day. And then Polarized Emptiness, Tipping Inside. Isis was sick. What else did he have? I think like everything from that album or from that body of work, like that era of Seven Lions was fucking sick. And then after that, he started doing different shit, and I was like, it's okay. But that time period of music, it was just that was a magical time, especially with like melodic dubstep and shit. I think that peaked with Seven Lions. And you know what's fucking crazy? Seven Lions and I actually look alike. I say that he looks more like my brother than anything, but holy shit, do we like we could easily have the same mom. We don't, at least not that I know of, but we look a lot alike. You're over here like, oh, Alckemy looks like AU5, and I'm like, We're also both from California. He's from Santa Barbara. I grew up in LA. I wasn't born in LA, but I grew up in LA. But yeah. This is like, I don't need to do anything else to this. This is like almost perfect as far as creating a phasey bass. New Alckemy lore just dropped. Look at this. I don't remember what Jeff's last name is, but look at this. It's my fucking twin brother from another mother. He's got a different nose than I do, but yeah. Also, I think he started working out. Good for you, Jeff. Much respect. Montalvo. You lived there for 10 years? Did you go to school there? I went to both North Hollywood High School and Grant High School. Okay. Now, my friends, from CLE, from Cleveland? Is that CLE? Is that what you mean? Was there from 78 through 80, 79 through 89? Oh, okay. Yeah, that was... When was I there? I was there from 97 to 2000, 2008. And from 2008 to 2013, I was back and forth. I'm an old dude. Nah, man, it just means you got experience, bro. It means you got experience. You got that expertizzle. Nah, mizzle. Sorry. Yes. Good. Good. Wait, what is this controlling? Right, okay. Okay. Well, there we go. But that's not what we're doing. We're not just making respaces. We're trying to make other cool shit too. So... At least that's what I'd like you to think. It's time to make some randoms. Let's make all these randoms. Do-do-do. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty sick. So what I think I'm gonna do on this, I could tour at 7 lines and no one would know the difference. Well, the issue is that I can't DJ, so you know that's kind of a problem. Ooh, that's nasty. That is disgusting. Let's make another one. Need some DJ skills in. I do, but like, look, the thing is like, I only have so much time in the day to cultivate things and to make music, and DJing is just something that I've just never given two shits about. I'm not saying that it's not an art and that there's not things to be appreciated about it. In fact, quite the opposite. But 6.5 lines, 6.5 lines. That's pretty dope. Most of them just play MP3s. There. What are you talking about? I never do that. I always beat matching shit. What the? What do you think this is? That's what I do every time I DJ. Actually, that's not true. I did a legit DJ set for the last gig that I worked. Now that I think about it, I actually did DJ. I didn't do a set. Was it trash? Yes. But, you know, but I did it. Alright, that is really fucking cool. So, let's now do something else where we activate the random. I think I'm critical of myself. I don't think so. I think, like, it doesn't seem fun for me either. I mean, I'm definitely like, I have high expectations, but also because I'm aware, you know? And I also would much rather be like, I've got shit to work on than be like, yo, fuck that, check it out, it's the Alckemy stream and the blah 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 and whatever. Like, I'm just not that kind of person. I'm not joking though, some DJs are damn good at blending tracks to a point where I couldn't tell where the song. That's what I'm saying, and I've seen that, but that's not me. That's not the kind of person, or like, that's not the kind of art that I want to pursue. It just doesn't like interest me like that. And I think the reason why is because it's not like, I'm not making music. I want to make tunes that are going to be like sick. I guess it's about making original music for me, about making stuff that people haven't heard before, as opposed to like, I'm a good DJ because I have a great sound selection and because I can blend tracks really well. I feel like most people don't come for that and don't care about that anyways. And correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody is more than welcome to correct me if I'm wrong, but I do feel like that's not really something that a lot of people are all that interested in. Dude, where are these LFOs at? They make these LFOs into some LFO. No, I'm just kidding. What the fuck? Wavetable? There we go. Faster, bro. No, I only make, well, sorry, I have thought about it, and I've also thought about putting packs out for Splice, but no, I want to keep all my own royalties. You know what I mean? If I played my EP in a crump battle, it would be sick as fuck. Well, that would just be playing my EP though, right? Okay, let's do some more convolution verbiage. You know what'd be kind of cool is, that's kind of sick. That's kind of cool. Now, I wonder if I can make some cool hits like this by controlling this in some different places, kind of like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to set this off and turn these guys on. So we'll do a couple things just for funsies. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to rotate this somewhere arbitrarily. Sure. Like this. And then before we'd move on, I'm going to set this here. So only when the filter's on is when we should be getting this. So cool. And then we can kind of, certainly not a bad thing to have samples up on those services, but yeah, you do sign an agreement. Well, sometimes they do a buyout. Sometimes they do like a, you know, per transaction or whatever, but I just don't really want to deal with that. I would much rather just put it out on my own. And, you know, I don't know. Perhaps I should, because I'm always like, how do I reach a wider audience and this and that? But to me, it's always like, my first indicator is, instead of thinking about that, I'm thinking, how do I make better quality? How do I make better quality for people? How do I make better sounds? How do I make better music? How do I improve myself to where I'm attracting and gaining attention that way, as opposed to trying to put myself out on these other platforms and hope that somebody discovers me? Does that make sense? I think that you have to play the game and do a bit of both, but I don't know. At the same time, it's yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard. It's hard. Corey always says I have a hard job. I always say that she has a hard job, which I think her job is a lot harder than mine. But at the same time... Wait, what? Oh. Okay. Alright, whatever. Whatevs, bro. Whatevs. Whatever, man. Ooh. You make so many sounds. A lot of sound devs have made some cash that way. You can do both. Well, I mean, I have everything up for sale on my own website, but I have control over everything, right? That's mostly experience, right? And maybe learning from others. Speaking of, got anyone I'm interested in speaking with soon? Yeah, but I can't talk about it. I do. I have people in the works, but I can't tell you who it is. And the reason why is because I have that like under promise over deliver mentality. So I've got a verbal yes, but I have yet to actually do it and get them to come on. And I'd much rather it be like something that's like he did it, as opposed to he said he's going to do it and then he doesn't do it. You know, I'm very big on like, be about what you say you are. So I can try a pack and see how much I make versus on my own site. Yeah, that's true. You have a point. I don't know, man. I'm getting ready to release my own pack pretty soon. My own pack, which I'm very happy for. So all these sounds that I'm making right now are these like patches. There's not that many, but I don't really feel like I need that many because I've been making like cool shit. Distortion. Prefer to get stuff straight from creators like packs and presets. Feels like a genuine way to help. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I want to make sure that the sub on this is good. It is. Okay, that's the most important part. Cool. Now let's see what happens if we add a filter here. And another randomizer. Another randomizer. Oops. Wait. Reverb, distortion. Okay, no. 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 We need a different one. I think it was supposed to be this one. Turn it down in the moon, Crambo. Okay. It never hurts to reach out to distributors and ask. Like, there are others as well, like Splice and Looppack, Loop Audio. But like, yeah, like I said, I don't know. I've got so much stuff that I'm trying to get through myself before I start worrying about those other things. But I just don't. I don't know. I feel like if I can't get a video to take off that has the information that's like, you know, super compelling, because if you look at my videos, like almost hardly any of my videos get past 1,000 views, and this is the highest, just statistically, this is the highest chance that I have to get discovered for anything. So, you know, if that's what I'm working with on YouTube and I'm not getting much traction, then I do feel like it's better for me to put my resources in different places. I'm doing good, man. Just yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm not 100%, but I am a lot more energetic, a lot more like alive. I don't know, Saturday when I was playing Gravity Circuit, I was like, oh, I was dead. Hey Evan, what's up, brother? All right, let's pull off with these guys. And let's grab the delays. There's only only a couple of these on here, but it's hard to just get discovered on YouTube in 2023. But I mean, I've been in the game for 5 years. I agree with you 100%, but dude, fuck off, really? Not you, the update. Not a lot. Need a break from remastering tunes. Lots of fun. Ears are tired though. Oh, are you putting music out? Let's go. Delays. I'm gonna go here. Maybe like 1K. Maybe I'll just make a new envelope, because that'll just be easier. Nope, I did something wrong. Two, three. What did I just do? Yeah, okay. Why did that... Alright. That's weird. Alright. Sorry. I was like, what the hell? So... turn this on. And then this will turn this on. Further. And then this will raise this up as well. Not that much. Like here. There we go. Okay. Plaque. Wait. Call this vibes. Hashtag vibes. Yo, ISO. New music for me, but maybe soon. A lot of creators are used to have pretty much stopped making videos, moved to other platforms like Mr. Bill, or release only very sporadically. I mean, that's them though, right? Making sounds and content and music and promoting, it all takes work. It's a challenge to find the right balance. Right. And I mean, even with people like Venus Theory, you know, I mean, he's been doing more music, and then like he'll make a video like once a month, but put a shit ton of production into it. And for me, I have not benefited one time from making a high, or for what I can do, right? Because that's a whole different story. But I have not benefited one time from making a high production value video. For me, my production value is through the sounds that I teach. But something that you'll see for most content creators on YouTube is that they stray away from music. Like they're not really, not everybody, like Databroth, I wouldn't consider this to be him, but I'm talking about like big, larger creators. They're not really focused on the music anymore. They're focused on like other shit, which is totally fine. But for me, I'm the person that my content, my channel is about getting better and documenting this process of me trying to reach my goals. So that is my channel, right? Like that, for better or for worse, like that is my channel. That's what I do here. That's why I stream music production every time I go live, because I'm in this grind, like all of you, right? I'm in this grind of I want to get better. I want to get better. I want to get better. And I'm not saying that I'm the only person that does that, but I'm saying as far as the genre of music that I make, that's what we do here. That's what we do here. Well, I mean, I don't know. How do you all feel? Like, do you feel like I've been doing too many reviews? There's a shift over into content away from music sound design and towards topics and engagement, which is something that can work, but it takes away from doing what I want to do. Yeah, like, I think Weaver Beats is another good example of that. Like, he makes music and, you know, he does music on the side, but he doesn't really make videos about music. He's not really teaching music. He's talking about like news and stuff, or, you know, whatever is going on within the community, which, you know, more power to him, but it's a very different thing than what I'm doing. And some people are like, you know, we're going to do things that are totally community based. Bishu, Eliminate. I like Ao Odwin a lot. Him and his community are freaking hilarious. The trash beats I totally got from him because of how funny they are. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard. It's also hard to please people, you know? And I don't mean that as in a rude way, but just as a matter of fact of like, I can't make everybody happy. But what am I doing here? Am I just running a business, or is this about music? Or, you know, and I even ask myself that same question a bunch, you know? If my channel isn't popping, if it's not going on, then I don't have time to make music. I got to figure something else out, which is okay, but that's not really, you know, this has been the best answer for me. That's why I like streaming so much, is because I get to be live, I get to make music, and I get to like hopefully be providing valuable content and for the means that people that want to learn. I don't think that it's the most entertaining content, but it is a place that somebody is here that's like answering questions, or even asking questions, or creating a discussion on constant refinement. People make content just for views and clicks. Hardly anybody's actually making music. That's why I'm watching the orchestral creators these days. Yeah, exactly, right? And for me, it's like, you used to be able to feed yourself from a single banger. Now it's like you have to make groundbreaking educational videos on a weekly. Yeah, I agree. I subscribe because your authenticity, and I've learned a lot from my streams. Well, thank you. I will tell you all that I do have my first sponsored video coming up, and if you all want to talk about it, we can. But I got a sponsored video. It is about a plugin that I've already reviewed, but if anybody wants to call me a shill, you're more than welcome to. But I actually quite like the plugin that I'm covering. It's not bad. I don't think that I would take a sponsored video over something that I genuinely didn't like. But like that's yeah. Yeah, I'll be doing the cube. A big part of the challenge shift cost of living is way high lately, and most avenues don't keep up. Right. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know. It's yeah, I guess that's the best way to describe it, is I don't really know. Like, you know, I think most people can tell the difference between when something is a shill or when it's not. But I don't think that you can necessarily escape it from everybody. Something interested, I'll check it out. Yeah, for sure. Well, it's not like it's an actual just video, and I'll just be covering it and whatnot. And I don't like, I do think that I can be like, hey, this video was sponsored, but I don't think that I have to say the words go buy it, and I'm not going to be providing an affiliate link. So it's more of just kind of like what I do in all my reviews of, here's the update, here's the stuff, go make a decision for yourself. And this video was sponsored. So I think that if I can refrain from having to say go buy this, then, you know, yeah, I know, but I think that it is important to establish a line, right? Because you all are my community, and obviously there's been a lot of talk regarding that. I saw this recent vid, man. This guy he's pretty harsh with the transit plugin. But how will we know to buy it? without an affiliate link, shit. If you can get on YouTube and you can type in Alckemy channel, I'm sure you can figure it out. I'm sure I have said that before. Like, Faceplant is an easy sell, you know? It's like, yes, 100% fucking Faceplant. Go buy it, because yeah, I'm a shill for Faceplant. But the difference, though, is look at how long my playlist is of Faceplant videos, and also look at what I'm using every day. Surprise, Faceplant. So, you know what I'm saying? But Weaver Beats brought this up not too long ago about, like, you know, doing paid sponsorships and pay this and pay that. And, like, I don't think that it's necessarily a bad thing. I do think that as a content creator, you should hold a responsibility about what it is that you're selling or how you go about it, right? I have said if you're already buying it, use my link, but refrain from actually suggesting any purchase. Transit was an embargo release. Everyone was covering it. Well, they reached out to me to cover it because I didn't buy it. And I said I probably wouldn't buy it because I don't need it. But Faceplant is like buying water when you're about to die from thirst. Drink check, everybody. Hydrate. But, you know, I've gotten tons of people, like when I switched from Ableton to Bitwig, people were like, I can't believe that you're switching to Bitwig, and how dare you leave Ableton? And it's like, yeah, all right, man, whatever. Like, if it upsets you, you don't have to watch the content, but, like, it's hard to explain a position when you're a content creator. I mean, shit. Okay, so, like, if nobody was buying my packs, which nobody, actually, that's the other thing, is nobody buys my sample packs. They only buy my preset packs. So I don't even make sample packs anymore. I just give them out to people that are members. That's a really big one. Switch to Billy because of me and Polarity. I mean, that's awesome, but, like, hopefully you feel like your purchase was justified, you know? But that's an easy sell for me because I use it every day. I've been drinking $1 margaritas all night. Why, man? That doesn't even sound... Yeah, we've done a podcast together. This was before... I don't even remember what happened. But yeah, we did a podcast together. We had a good talk. Where the hell do you get dollar margaritas? What the hell? I had that before. I used a bunch of DAWs. I made a functioning 7-segment clock in Bitwig. Very justified. What the fuck does that even mean? So I think that I also want to try to reduce the band limit on these and try to simplify some of the sounds. I'll probably end up doing a different waveform than this too, but... The Summit Music here in Columbus, Ohio. Ah, there we go. The old red alarm clocks? Yeah. That's what you made? Oh my god. Hey, MDJ. I mean, I already said yes, so there's that. think I'm gonna excuse me, to start doing unison videos. Hello everybody, I regret to inform you that tomorrow I'm doing a Unison Audio sponsored video. We're doing Drum Monkey, MIDI Wizard. It works well 98% of the time. Ah! Just kidding. No! Yeah. But my MIDI chord pack... Nah, that's not it. But, I mean, I do think that it is important to be honest about that kind of stuff, you know? Oh, wait. No. 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 Yes. Sup? Hey, was that Yogwai patch I did a few streams ago not in Eternum 6? No, dude, I put Eternum 6 out in, like, June. I just made that Yogwai patch. Did you buy Eternum 6 thinking that patch was in there? Send me a message on Discord. I'm not gonna leave you hanging like that. Although, like, I'm going to give you a scolding, but I'm not gonna leave you hanging. So I covered all the presets that were in that, but if you check the release date of when I put out Eternum 6, you know what I'm saying? That was months ago where I just made Yogwai. Like off top. So I don't know how that made that connection. So be careful. But yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna leave you hanging. Thank you. This patch is a bunch of other stuff. So this is just the pretty part of it, but it's actually a bass patch that's supposed to be like super. It's cool, man. I got you. I think that there's some controlling that I want to do here. Primarily with the reverb. So I'm going to use an audio follower here and just tone this down and give it some release. There we go. Same thing with this guy. Oh wait, no. No, that one we can leave alone. But there's a convolution reverb in here as well that I want to turn down, so. Does anyone know where I bought Tantrum Remnant and Third from the same company? Forgot what it's called. I mean, if you just look up Tantrum from... I think Plugin Boutique has it too. Tantrum, Distortion, EST. Creative Intent. That's what it is. Tantrum is discontinued? Yo, Tony, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. There we go. I think the reverb was smearing it too much, but now that we have that, it's kind of giving some nice vibes in there. Wait, really? Tantrum BST. Oh shit. Nah. Didn't somebody just talk about getting this? Why was this discontinued? Were they just not making any money off of it? I heard that this was badass and like Cohen Sound used this and stuff. And their website is still up. What else do they have? What is this? This is out of stock too. What language is this? Oh, okay. It's a granular reverb. That helps. They went out of business? That sucks. Oh, I remember this. This looked dope. Yeah, multi-effects. Preset demo saxophone? Holy shit. Alright, well. Rip. Yeah, rip. That sucks. I do too. Okay, dope. Let's add a comb filter to this. I want it to be a little bit more resonant. Dual delay, distortion. Yeah, sure. What else? All right. Let's go into multipass now and create a percussive generator. Pork. This patch is almost done. I just want it to be a little bit crazier with some of the things on here. But what I'm going to do is we're going to grab a gain audio follower envelope, set this here. Boom, bang. Bada boom, bada bang. Zero trigger. Decay. down, all the way up to 0-ish. Let's grab a frequency shifter. I don't know if this is going to be cool or not, but I'm going to try. Yeah. Yo, Yoku. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. So now we can do some other shit with this. For funsies. Oh, I guess we only need one, huh? We really only, yeah, we only need one of these to do some different shit. Yeah, it's still one patch. Should be fine. Yeah. Not really. And everything is firing right now. Sorry. I'm like, what am I doing? Oh, no, no, no. Yes, yes. In my laptop, patches like this put the CPU on its back. I mean, what kind of laptop do you have? You know what I'm saying? It changes the game. We don't want that to be at 100%. We want this to be at varying percentages. There we go. Not new, but far from old. I think your PC would be fine, to be honest. I think it would be pretty okay. You gotta get an M1. Okay, hold on. I'm going to try to pull off of this and just see what this does. Okay, I do want to try to give this... Let me see if I can make this happen. Little boosties. There we go. At least now we're creating a little bit more of a kick. And then now, what is this? Comb filter. Maybe not that far. Shift. So maybe when this goes down, I want this to go with it, so. Why is it doing that? That's why it's doing that. Let's try to... There we go. Maybe just back off of this. Ah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so now I'm going to set this to -12 and just set this here and turn this off, and then only when the percussion comes on we're going to variate this. So see, it's not too bad. That was so cool. Thanks, dude. Yeah, the point of it is to kind of just be an all-in-one patch and try to get as much variation as we can from these different sounds. And that's kind of what we're doing here, is just creating a bunch of different variations from this. So what I'm going to do with this is increase the decay. Yo, thanks so much for the follow, John. Pretty cool. Okay, what should we call this? Anybody? Any ideas about what we should call this? I guess I'll look up a monster. Dragon, Minotaur, Pegasus, Mermaid, Centaur, Griffin, Manticore, Kraken, Ogre, Sphinx, Cyclops, Stankface. Thanks. There we go. We'll call it a Nixie. I made a stank face when I got it. Yeah, sometimes stuff jumps out at me. Nixie pork. Alckemy. Recreate multipass. Then we'll call this. No, wait. Hold on. Save. Nixie 1. I keep saying like the pack is done and then I keep adding to it, which is going to be in everyone else's benefit, but I need to just call it a day and then start working on the new one or something. Because I'm trying to offer this at a cheaper price than the rest of the the rest of the Eternum series, because this is not going to be an Eternum pack. But what I've basically done is, instead of having all these crazy racks of like multipass rack and then a what's it called, and then a generator rack, this is kind of just like an all-in-one encompassing thing, and I think that it's more efficient, to be honest, than I think that it's more efficient than the other stuff that I've been doing anyway. Yeah, about that. I do need to back off of the feedback of these just a bit because it's creating some crazy shit. Alright. Let's name this Nixie. And we're going to save this here. And there we go. Alright. So that only took 2 hours to make. Good lord. Ugh. You know, usually those other Eternum patches that I've been making took me like 30 minutes. But I think these, even though they take me longer, they come out better because they're more versatile. So, I don't know. An idea that I have for this is to, you know, if I'm thinking about making a melody or something, is like pitting this through Guitar Rig and coming up with some stupid melody or something, like MIDI cap. Just letting that run. And then finding something in here that's interesting. I don't know, whatever. Frozen fingers? Don't say anything. think FD is feedback delay, so maybe not. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Deleted your message? I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody deleted anything. Kind of like that. Okay, I think I have an idea. Okay, obviously this is way off, but yeah. So there's that. So what we can do with this is move this over here. We really only need to do this like two, three. Two, three. Yo, GB, long time no see. So a little bit off. That is off. 2, 3. So there we go. We got a cool little idea now. I'm going to start this on like 32. Or rather 33. And so now we can use this MIDI to do a lot of different things, but cool. So now that we have that, we can drag that to something else. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Come on, give me a kick. Just waiting for a kick. We'll start with that one. Okay. So, is anything in here even remotely close? That sounds kind of funny. Oh, that'll work. Okay. You're putting together a drum section just like that for random? You don't synthesize your own kick and snare? I mean, that's a very loaded question. Yes and no. Yes and no. You just gotta trust the process. Trust in the process, my friend. You gotta trust in the process. Doodle doodle do do. I just signed up this afternoon and still haven't seen it. Seen what? Just signed up to what? You mean just subscribed, or what are you talking about? You just signed up to YouTube? Like YouTube as a whole? Come on. Aha, we got it. All right. We got it, boys and ladies and everybody in between. Subscribe to my YouTube channel today. I didn't see your workflow. That's why I asked about the drum section. My very first video on YouTube 5 years ago was about drums. And it has been a constant refinement. You're fine. I got you. Okay. I'm gonna give some of this back. Big producers in CIS are barrel rolling snappers themselves from scratch in Serum. Should we tell them? I have an unusual approach. I'm not even gonna say anything. Yeah. Okay, so we need to edit this just a bit. This really isn't the best sample. It's okay though. If I match the phase of the sub bass with the phase of the kick, Are you asking me if I do? Why is the glue the go-to compressor? It just sounds good. It has soft clipping built into it. Why is that staying there? What the fuck? Alright. Okay, you wanna play? Oh, because it's after the thing, duh. It would really help me if I had one of these guys up. Oh, shit. All right. Okay, we're gonna use a different sample. It's not worth it. I might just design a kick, but... Okay, dude, the jig is up. So I have done drums from scratch. I always do drums from scratch. We might be able to use that. But what I've been doing lately is I've been making kits out of this stuff because it's more organic. And I also get really fucking bored of just designing kicks and snares and shit. But no, I have a whole course on how to design drums from Faceplant. So that is why. Okay. Let me start over. I also knew that, like, through this thing, there wasn't really a lot of shit that sounded like a kick. Or was even close. That's pretty darn unique. I'll definitely buy the drum kit from you if it's on sale. Well, it's a masterclass. That's kind of it. So it's basically like, hey, here's how to okay. I think that's workable. Yeah, there we go. Let's create a fade. That's what I wanted. Alright, we don't need that. Okay, now we're back in business. There we go. We got a little bit of a click now. Yeah, this kick still sucks. That's a little better. Only if you did it in Shaper Box 3. I mean, it's really just envelopes, right? That's kind of what it comes down to, is envelopes and envelopes and envelopes. Inflate a kick. It's fine. You don't have to correct yourself. I know what you're talking about. Here we go. Okay, I'm much happier with that. There we go. That sounds way more like a kick to me. All right, let's do a snare. And there's a lot of different stuff in here that we can find. And I might just pull a bunch of them out, so. There we go. Sorry guys, this is usually when I get quiet because I start focusing, but if y'all want to, if you can help me and you want to keep talking about something, please feel free to keep the chat going. I do like to think that I'm pretty good at keeping a conversation, but unless if I have somebody to talk to, then usually around this time I'm just like focused on some whole other shit, so we don't want that. That's good. Yeah, I think the glue just sounds good, man. Getting your flow state is fine by me. I'm just taking it all in. That's a very snappy snare. Let's see if we can create some harmonics on top. Yeah, that sounds kind of nice. Alright, now we want to newfangled saturate. Big part of mixing plugins is just sticking to what you know, trust. Yeah, can I please show me what I've done in multipass with what I call a percussion sound? I mean, really it's just creating an envelope and then adding like delays and stuff to it. mean, I'll show you, but that's really the premise of what we're doing. Cool. Okay, so now we can use this rack to kind of modify this. Like, that's kind of tonal, so we might be able to use this. That's sick. Okay. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is just pull this out to the same thing, because we don't really need it to do this. Maybe some other ones. That's kind of cool. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Some variations here. Do I think tools matter, or is it all just skill? Faceplant is very fancy. I wonder if Vital's capable to make the same sound as Faceplant. Yes and no. So the thing with tools like Vital and stuff is that, like, you only have one, or at the most, especially when it comes to filters, so many instances of things, right? Like, if you only got one delay. And so, you know, up to a point, there's a lot that Vital and Serum can do that would be equivalent, if not better, than Faceplant. But the thing with Faceplant is that it can just keep going. You can keep adding more generators. You can keep adding more effects. And so it's kind of difficult to make that comparison. So on one end, I think that striving towards being efficient with sound design is definitely a good skill to use. But what defines skill really only comes to a matter of how on whether or not you're making sounds that you like. Honestly, there's not really skill to, yeah, exactly, right. So the same, we're saying the same thing. But no, like, you're fine with Vital and stuff, but the reason, like, why I do what I'm doing here on Faceplant with all this other shit is because I've been doing all this other stuff within Serum and Vital and whatnot. But had I not had those, I don't think that I would be where I'm at with patches like this. But the reason why I'm able to make this kind of stuff is because I've went and designed the kicks, I've went and designed the snares, I've went and designed the basses and the pads and all that. And so now, within an environment like Faceplant, I've figured out a system that helps me kind of like tick all those boxes, if that makes sense. And I'm excited to put these out soon because I think they're going to be really cool. Hopefully that makes sense. But, like, you know, if I were to take this stuff on an individual basis, so, like, let's say I wanted to design a kick, right? Like, if you look at how much stuff, or rather how little stuff I'm doing, it's really not a lot. Like Vital can totally, and Serum and all that stuff can totally do this stuff. Hold on one sec. So 2 generators, right? A little bit of this. So distortion. Fuck, let me start over. Distortion, filter, distort, compression. I'm gonna have to change that limiter, OTT. Let me see what pitch I'm playing. Okay. This is sounding very different right now. Is there something else on here? No. Yo. Me, brain, bed, off. Yeah, and that's another thing too, is like just being efficient with your time, for sure. I'm forgetting something. Oh, that's what I'm forgetting. There we go. It's like, what the fuck? Transit shaper. You know, like, this really isn't that much. It's really just a matter of, right? Like, there's a bunch of different ways to shape this now, so. Morning for me. What's up, Levi? How are you, dude? This kick boring? Okay, excuse me for showing a concept and trying to give context to to a question that you're asking. The one that I did, but it doesn't matter. I'm showing a concept. Like, I've got tons of kicks on here that I don't need to impress you with my sound design. Most importantly, is I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. It's fine. I don't even care. I don't even care. I'm just trying different stuff here. Let's set this to repitch. let's go here. So faceplant is more convenient for me to make stuff. Honestly, I make everything in faceplant to some degree. But that's me, and that's also like I've used it for years now. Because the grid does not have specific it doesn't have specific effects that I don't want to take the time to like figure out how to make and then redo it every time. Alright, let's grab a time shift and let's play around with some spacing on this. The polygrid is even more freedom. Kinda. Bitwig needs a mascot. A lot of tonal stuff. Like Noisia? I mean, Nick is using... what's it called? Nick switched over to Bitwig. No trash 2 presets. Okay, we're gonna move these into another thing here. And let's add a vocoder though to those. we go. And then we can delete these. Dope. Alright, so now that we have that, let's go ahead and move this into this here, and we'll move this into our drum group. Yeah, I don't really think that it would be beneficial to try to put that out. I feel like it's so easy to make your own curves and stuff, and it's also so difficult for it to sound like unique that I don't really think that it's worth it. Alright, let's go ahead and use any of these. Oh, that's because it's being triggered by MIDI. I'll have to go back and fix that. Same thing, MIDI. All right. Okay. Take this out, and then I'm sure we can find something to use here. Did I turn that off? I did. I heard something in here. Alright, I guess it was just this thing, but I think we can work with this. I want it to be like dum 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 dum. There we go. Okay, so now let's create some... Alright, that's a little muddy right there, so... It's really about creating space in between things, and about syncopation. I don't know why I said it like that. It's about syncopation. You know what I mean? So like right here, you know, this isn't really going to work because so maybe what I can do right here is come on. Whoa! It's okay. Just kind of move this off. Maybe even create a space here. No, that needs to be there because that's an anchor point. Maybe we can layer this or something. Maybe we can put this right here, so... Okay. Yeah, and really, like, just playing around with different pacing like this is what we're trying to go for, of making it go like... like making it bounce, right? So let's see what that looks like. Yeah, see, it's kind of cheesy like that, so let's make it Okay, I actually like this beat better like this. So we can find a different snare there. Wherever it was that I... Oh, here it is. Okay. So now that we have that, we can kind of let that lead in. And take away all this other stuff that might be impeding on this. Just move it out of the way. I wonder what that would sound like if we kind of shorten that up. And okay, I think that we can get away with doing something kind of like this. And we don't really need those clicks on there, so that's a little bit much. Like that much. We can cut away from this here in a second, but let's grab a frequency shifter and see if we can make it. I don't know. Okay. Hmm? Okay. It's an idea. Oops. Man, those harmonics right there are pretty crazy. Okay, I do want this to be a little bit more plucky because it's just like, Eh. Okay, some of those are cool, so we can pull out some of those. Man's in here witchcrafting like witch doctor, and only 7 people are watching. I mean, it's just it's a niche genre. You know, it's not really something that's super popular. I'm from Vegas. That's kind of cool. A new track, maybe? Hey, Roko Shiki, long time no see. Dude, fucking Kolya is from Poland, and that dude is a G. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. A G is like somebody who's really cool. There we go. That's cool. So we can just pull that out. Kind of baseball music? Huh? That's cool. I don't know what you're talking about. Baseball music? Do what? Bass music? Bass music from Poland? No, I was just talking about this dude from Poland who's fucking crazy. We're probably gonna do something together at some point, but I'm done. I've stopped speaking normally. I don't understand. I thought our conversation was fine. I was saying that there was somebody from Poland. His name is Kolya, and he's really good. And he's from where you're talking about. I don't get it. I don't, dude, what? What happened? Oh, he said, been joking instead of, okay. I don't know, man. It's a lot to keep up with, but I think it's fine. It's fine. Da da. Yeah, very compelling melody, am I right? Da da. That's like the best I could fucking come up with. Shameful. Crystalline. Do I know bathymetrics? Yeah, I know her. It's a she. She has such a not female sounding voice to me, so I didn't want to disrespect with misgendering. Shame on me. It's cool. I'm just telling what it is. It didn't really come off as. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. It's a simple like, hey, FYI, you know. Don't make it a thing. one sec, guys. Corey just got home. Hello?
Oh, hi.
Hey, honey.
Are you on stream so I can be scandalous?
Yeah? Do you want to come be scandalous on stream so we can start our OnlyFans? Chat says they're down.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, man. So,
What?
hi, baby.
I kiss you on the face.
I think so. Hello.
I missed you.
I miss you. What's up? What's up, big bud? Have you eaten?
Be scandalous on stream.
You mentioned it.
Yeah.
You doing okay?
I'm tired.
Okay.
And snacky.
I'm gonna finish up this beat and then we can hang for a bit, okay?
Okay.
I taught Carl today and I'm teaching him tomorrow and Thursday, so I'll be streaming
nice.
the nighttime for the next few days.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Are you gonna watch me beat Cult of the Lamb single-handedly?
Dude, you totally should have streamed that.
What?
That's...
I say that, but chat, listen to me. When I say I handed him the controller during one part when it's like, oh my god, babe, can you beat this boss? I'm just like, I've been at it like 3 hours.
Shh, it's fine.
Can you just beat this one boss
It's
for
fine.
me?
It's fine, honey. Don't worry about it. I just like watching you play. That way I don't have to play.
Watching me die. Why'd you die?
No, I like watching you play.
You do better than I do with that. When you would die with Elden Ring, I'd be like, oh my god, Gray, why did you die again?
That's because I know what gamer etiquette should be like.
I have no riz. I have no riz.
No gaming riz.
no gamer etiquette.
Good luck with that. No. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, okay? And then here's the trash beats number 9,995. She's great. Yeah, she's adorable, isn't she? Aw, isn't she cute? But it's wrong. Have y'all seen that? That's kind of cool. I don't know. I might use that for something else. Like, that could be cool. I wish I wasn't so trash at coming up with ideas for tracks. Like, making a beat is one thing, but goddamn, I fucking suck at making cool ideas. It just makes me sad. Makes me sad. I'm committing. Yo, Jang, what's up, bro? I make sick ideas. I think you're kind. That first phrase was pretty cool. That's tight. All right. Let's do this. This is gonna make a cleaner sound. Let's quantize this. No, I wanted to use the even side. Okay, right here, we're going to make a little colored thing. And we're just going to switch that to yellow. I'm going to go back to this sound. And ideas make me sick. Maybe one more time. There we go. So we can take this little bagger and place it right there. Is this the one with all the processing on it? Where is it? Yeah. I've also been hitting a wall lately trying to figure out where my focus is. Someone on the internet, I forgot who exactly, talks about track skeletons. An element, time signature, rhythm or two that really gets you inspired to build a track around it. At the very beginning of this stream, I talked about like my direction of what I'm trying to go for with intention and stuff. Yeah, this sound is just boring as fuck. Let's see if we can make it a little more interesting. But yeah, like intention is really where my headspace has been, right? Of like not just like starting a track and being like, I hope that something happens today. That was fucking cool. Alright, let's add that. Oh, I fucked that up. That was so cool the first time I did it. Yeah, I only need to do that twice, but... Cool. So we can kind of move that over to the side and maybe even... I honestly struggle with finishing a track, then I get distracted if a new idea comes up or get beat blocked. I mean, the best way I could say that, like, what I would go for on that front is to just, like, get your track to a point to where it has a beginning, a middle, and end. And once you do that, then finishing your stuff becomes a lot easier to work with. Yeah, I guess I am kind of going for something that's, like, wannabe Ivy Lab right now, huh? Yeah, there we go. I think that delay is fucking that rhythm up, so... Yeah, but not this delay. This delay isn't working for me. There's so much stuff that's happening under this that it needs to be in the background. Like black hole VST, no. Alright, so now that we have that, I'm going to make this nice and chunky. Shout out to Cage. I really want this to sound like it's breaking. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so like a doot 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 would be kind of nice. Damn, that baby downstairs is screaming bloody murder. You know what? Maybe I could use this guy. Maybe like this. So that way it's just a little bit off. That's kind of nice. We just pull that out. And Place that right here. And then just kind of pull that out with crystalline. It'd be kind of cool to kind of fade this in. And maybe pull this over on the right. Maybe on the left. What else is getting in the way of that? Nothing, but it sounds like it is. Oops, not there, here. Then we can reverse this. All right. Now let's find something. I don't think that's going to work for this whole patch. So what I might do is just separate this between this and the chords. Here we go. Command J, Command A. And then with this, we can use a really large reverb. Any tips for for beginner producers? That's a really general question. I'd say, like, where are you struggling? Or, like, how new are you? You know? It's really hard to figure out, like, what you don't know, you know? It's not bad advice, but it's kind of ambiguous because, like, you don't know what you don't know. You know what I mean? So that's really difficult to, like, pin down to something specific. That's kind of nice. Can't believe they're already on Guitar Rig 7. Yeah, it actually looks pretty cool. I might grab it. I'd say like a medium new. I don't know if that makes sense, but I've been making music for like a year and a half now, and I think one of my main struggles is actually song arrangement. If I was around like a decade, it felt. Or like starting a track. I don't know. There's other stuff that I can't think of. I think it depends, you know, but what I would say is like try not to obsess over like, you know, recreating sounds of your favorite people. Focus more so on composition and focus more on creating a vibe and figuring out how to get grooves of the kind of stuff that you like, you know, because if you can do that, then like a composition is always going to trump sound design, unless if like your tune is about sound design, right? That's like the one caveat. So like if you're trying to make stuff that's non-melodic, you know, of, you know, how do I say, like you know, like just textural music, which exists, and I know some people that make it and they do it really well, and I think that was the direction that I went and why I tried so hard to make this whole thing work. I spent so much time on sound design that even though like I'm happy and like I, you know, I can make cool drums and cool bass or whatever, because I left composition behind so much, I feel like I'm really paying for it. And it depends on what you want out of music, and that's why it's hard for me to say like any tips, right? But I would say enjoy the process. Don't worry about trying to get somewhere with music. Focus on making your compositions better, and that doesn't necessarily mean music theory, but just as a means of making cool beats or making whatever. Be happy with your work, be proud of your work, and don't be afraid to share. Don't be a douchebag. I think that extends for anything, is like don't be a dick. Even if you might get to the point to where like you're really good, but there's some people that are like mediocre at best and think that they're hot shit, and like you don't want to contribute to the community like that. I think some of the best advice that I can give you is find a mentor. So reach out via Discord or on YouTube or something. Find somebody that you really connect with, that you really like their music, and ask them how they do it. And tell them, like, you know, send them your music so that way they can get a gauge of where you are. And honestly, like, if you're really serious about the game, I do think that finding a mentor is the fastest and most effective way, because they're going to be able to give you perspective based off of where your skill is at and tell you where to head. If they're a good teacher anyways. But, you know, that's how I got to, like, that's how I figured out a lot of the stuff that I'm doing right now is, and I still do it. I still hit up Cage. I still hit up, you know, I have lots of chats with Zane. She's getting ready to open up private lessons, and I'm going to give him as much money as I possibly can. I did that with Frequent. I did it with Hudson Lee. I did it with Copycat. And through the years, I've been able to develop, you know, a really cool acquaintance or a really cool friendship with all of these people. And it shows because they've been on the channel. She hasn't been on the channel, but everybody else has. So I think that E flat. What's a fifth of D sharp? G sharp? A sharp? I feel embarrassed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I might try to record that. Thank you for the advice, and thank you to DataBroth. Yeah, DataBroth is a great resource as well. Anything sound design related, I swear between us two, there's not, like, it will cover quite a few years. I'll say that much. My finger got caught, but I think that's okay, because I didn't record it anyways. Nice. Nice. No, I got lost in the sauce. Let me try it again. God damn it. I'm sorry, guys. Also, there's a bunch of fucking noise going on in the background, which I am not turning off because it's hot as hell in Vegas. But what can you say? Trying to get my blasphemous on with I'm trying to get my blasphemous on with flamenco and shit. Alright, let's take something from here, maybe this guy. Drag it out. Command J. Undo, because we imported the fade. Command J, pitch. I can take you higher. I think. Oh. There we go. I was like, what the hell? All right. Okay. Big size, big width. And then maybe another fade in or something. Because it gets a little loud right there, so. There we go. Did we already talk about transit data? What was your thought process over that? Oh yeah. Yeah, I do like that you can swap out... Oh my god, sorry. I do like that you can swap out effects, and then it keeps the mapping. That's what I said in my review anyways, which I thought was dope. I love when I just like play a wrong note and then it's just all fucked up. Totally kills the vibe. Yeah, I feel like I want a melody to come on top of this, but I'm not really sure what I want it to be. I'm also sucking ass right now at this, so... But, I think it would be cool to just kind of totally break out into some weird shit like this, so... You know, this recording doesn't actually sound too terrible. It's not... I mean, I can still hear the metronome in the background, but I don't really care. I have no idea what frequency range that is, but whatever. Yeah, it depends on what your needs are, you know. And you kind of get to a point specifically, I feel, where, you know, it's like you've been using the same thing over and over again, and like it's great, but it's nice to look elsewhere. I think that content creators are really fortunate. Well, speaking on my own behalf, anyways. But for the most part, you know, that's the only downside is like plugins are expensive or new hardware is expensive. You know, all that stuff is expensive. And so really just like, I would also say if you're still here for new people, like really try not to buy a bunch of shit. And furthermore, I would say go watch my video on advice to new producers after 10 years of experience, because that's like a 30-minute thing. It's a lot, but you know, if you put it on in the background and you can tolerate my voice for 30 minutes, then yeah. Oh man, I think my body's hurt. That's not good. But I personally love having options, but I love reviewing the options and really digging each unique feature. I don't think anyone needs them all. And it also depends too, you know, like what is it that you're trying to do? You know, like if you're just trying to do some sound design shit, then, you know, there's that. And, you know, the world is your oyster, and plugins are great because you're constantly being fed with, you know, new shit to play with. But for me, and we've had this conversation quite a bit, I'm always just trying to figure out the fastest way to get to the coolest sounds that I can make to get to making music. I really don't like sound design like that. I practice it so much to try to keep my tool sharp, but you know, I don't really care to, you know, be an amazing sound designer or whatever. And I have particular problems with my own signature of sound design anyways that has a lot of mix issues and shit, and so I'm just like oh my god. But you know, it's all good. And to me it's always been about the music. How can I, and it's always been about the music, but it's also been about how can I make stuff original that sounds good sonically. That's kind of where my head is at anyways. But if you use presets, if you got loops, you know, splice is your thing, doesn't matter. Totally use it, man. Like, don't worry about it. Just have fun making music. Skip the sound design and go straight to using kicks and snares from the bank, my own creation rather than making every time. That's what I do. I've already done that. I've already gone down that route. I cut out a lot of sound design when I make music. Yeah, I've already explored that path. And like I have come up with this system of why I do sound design before I make a song in the first place. And I think that for most people, like, you know what I mean, separating the design process from the arrangement process is incredibly important. But I cannot do just that. I can't just make a bunch of shit and then be like, I'm just going to use this, because I'm always sound designing anyways. So the more that I can get into the habit of making decisions, it propels my flow state. And that's why I don't mind doing patches like that. That's why I don't mind at the beginning kind of doing this whole process. Or rather, it doesn't help me with what it should be doing. I only suggest because you say don't enjoy sound design process when you get to beat making faster. Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about is like, I've kind of like built this whole structure of doing things that have very clear reasons why I've kind of cultivated my imagination around it. I'm saying in general, with all the time that I put into sound design, like I'm like, oh, all right, whatever, sound design, but it's a necessary evil. It's not even evil, but it's a necessary evil for me in my creative flow to be able to do stuff, because I don't know what I'm feeling in the moment. And I would much rather just design my stuff from scratch than having the other two scenarios of no, 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 no. Or, you know, make a batch of 10, 15, 20 and not liking any of them because it's not fitting the vibe that I'm going for. So, you know what I mean? Like the necessary evil, quote unquote, I'm just running with it, of doing sound design has solved a ton of problems that I used to run into when I was producing. Yeah, so it's like, it's overkill for sure. But I think that rather than just making stuff beforehand, I think that really trying to take the time and build a direction and build intention is more important for me. Because if I'm just like doing what I am now, I'm just like, oh, I'm just trying to make some shit, you know, whatever. It's cool, but you know what I mean? This isn't wonderful. It's not like, I don't even see where this could go. It's our first go at the tune. And usually I write stuff in one single session anyways, or like write the majority of it. But for this in particular, like I can't see where this could go or how I can make it better. It's just kind of like, oh, that's all right. It's not really what I'm going for, but I did something today and I'll do something else tomorrow. But when I have intention, like when I wrote Ruminate, that's one of my favorite songs because I knew exactly what I wanted and I started working towards that. And that's where the decision making started coming together. But this limbo of I'm gonna just make some shit and then I'm gonna make a beat or whatever. Yeah, I think that there is a better way. Or, you know, sometimes you just can't teach that shit. Sometimes you know, you're just shit at writing music and that's the way it is and you do what you can. You know, it's just the way it is. But I don't know. Does anybody have any questions about anything? It's like 9 o'clock and Corey's probably not going to be up for too much longer. So I want to make dinner and stretch and hang out with Corey before she goes to sleep. No. Alrighty. Well, much love to you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Normal stream time on Wednesday. Normal stream time on Friday, I think. Because I've got the little man on Tuesday and Thursday, and I'm not streaming during those days. So we should be good. Jesus. Everybody, do me a favor. Go follow Databroth. Go to his channel. Go subscribe to him if you like sound design and stuff. Go follow Django. Django Flaherty. I totally probably butchered your name, but that's another great YouTube channel. Is there anybody else in here that I know that has a tubers? That's all I know. But if any case, if y'all want to hang out later, come to the Discord. Come kick it. I'm always around. I'm not super active anymore because I'm doing a bunch of stuff behind the scenes, but I see everything. I see it. But yeah. Anyways, much love to you all. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Bye.